Hello, in today's video we're going to talk about how you can use a masking technique to cover up things on Project Life cards that maybe you don't like. I know every once in a while I come across a card in the Project Life app that I think, oh, that would be so cute and I would totally use that if it didn't have XYZ on it. So let's show you a little bit what I mean here. Pull up a couple of different cards. This is a card from one of the Project 12 kits. Has a lot of different little phrases that go along with the month of January, and I would totally use this card if it didn't say coffee, coffee, coffee there at the bottom, because I don't drink coffee. So, how could I use this card but take off that coffee, coffee, coffee part of it? So the way we do that is to use a freeform text box. And we're just going to use a white bar to cover up that coffee, coffee, coffee part and put something else there. So to do that, I'm going to tap on the little pencil icon to bring up a freeform text box. And first I'm going to change the font colors. Well, notice here that the font colors are all colors that coordinate with this card and the kit that it comes from. But then you also have these blacks, grays, and browns, and a white as kind of some neutral colors that you can choose. I'm going to eventually cover up that coffee phrase with a white bar, but for kind of visual purposes here, we're going to use black so you can kind of see what I'm doing as I do it. So I'm just going to type a capital letter I, and then I'm going to grab the circle button here and just rotate it, and that also will enlarge the font size. So I'm just going to grab that circle and stretch that black bar until it's just big enough to cover up. You can see I'm just going to cover up where it says coffee, and then I can change the font color to white, and now I've got that empty space. You can see it kind of cut off my letter Y there for cozy. So let me kind of adjust it down a little bit. And then what I can do is I'm going to go back to my freeform text tools here, and then I'm going to click on this little plus button here in the middle of my toolbar on the right hand side and get another text box, and I'm going to change the font to one of these that coordinates with this card. I'm going to use this kind of tan, and I'm going to move that text box down so that it's in that now empty white spot space. I'm just going to go over the top of that capital letter I that I put in there, and I'm going to add something, that I like instead of the coffee, coffee, coffee. So if we do something like burr, it's cold, or something. And I can still choose all my different font styles if I want it to be, fancier or something. Then I can just add it to my card. And now I've got a card that I will actually use. So go through those steps again. I'll show you on a different card. Let's say that you're from England, and instead of using this card that says Merry Christmas, you want one that says Happy Christmas. So click on our pencil icon. Sometimes you have to look at your font colors to see if this kit is going to have a color that will kind of blend in and disappear. And this one does happen to have that dark green, so it's kind of hard to see. But I'm going to type my capital letter I. Sometimes it's easiest just to choose a different color, kind of to get your sizing correct. Just stretching this little by little with that little dot. Maybe go a little bit bigger. Cover up the word Merry, and then change my font to green. It's disappeared. It's masked out. Go back and add a new text box and type happy. Choose a font for it. Make it the size you want it. You can even adjust the colors. I think that word Christmas is in this kind of lighter blue looking font. And now I have a new card that says what I want it to say. All right, one more time, we'll show you on this Seize the Day card. That's a cute little pun, but I really don't like it, so I want to change it. I'm going to open up a freeform text box. I'm going to check to see that this card does have a light blue font color that's going to completely blend in. I'm going to type a capital letter I. I'm going to stretch it and make it big enough to cover Seize the. Cover that up there. Add another text box and type in what I want it to say. Maybe do it in that same red. And now I have a card that says Day at Sea instead of Seize the Day. Really something fun that you can do when you have cards that you wouldn't necessarily use or don't like the particular phrasing on. Sometimes there's cards where, oh, that would be such a cute card, but I hate that font. Well, you can maybe cover it up. Just choose one of the colors that goes with it. This one actually, that gray is not exactly the shade that I need to blend in perfectly. So sometimes you can't make it happen. And you just gotta either choose a new card or live with it. But just a lot of times you get the coordinating colors for that kit there that you can choose from. Sometimes you luck out and they match up perfectly and you can have a good mask. And sometimes you can't. So I might just have to live with that on a cloudy day card. But that's what I wanted to show you here today, how to mask elements on Project Life cards and create new cards that say what you want them to say. So thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.